I mean, I just was devastated that you finally like get to this point where you're doing something that you really freaking love so much, and that I felt like it was all going to get taken away from me, and that was like the worst of it, like the most gutting feeling ever, feeling like, but also I had quit my other job, my full-time sitting in front of a computer for horrible stretches of time job, so at least I knew if I died it wouldn't be like I didn't do what I wanted to do. I had already taken that step to live what felt right for me and a dream and fulfilling what our short lives are capable, we could do in our lives. So at least I knew I did that. I didn't wait until it was too late to do it, but I just wasn't ready because we're just getting started. Like, we just want to plant so much stuff. So my name's Marietta Lovato.
My name's Pierree Williamson, and you're at Loving Farm, and we are located in the beautiful Ewing, Kentucky, or in Neptune area in Ewing, Kentucky. Flemingsburg, Kentucky, or Fleming County.
Yeah.
April Fool's Day.
April 1st, 2020.
Yes. Don't really have a history with farming at all. Just kind of fell into it, I guess.
Just as a hobby, I learned when I was in college, a few things about gardening from some women that taught me how to do some things. This woman, Augusta, was like in her late 80s or 90s, and I used to just go and she would just tell me what to weed. And I learned a lot about plants from her. And then was gifted some zinnia seeds that we planted in Newport, where we lived, and then listened to a podcast about flower farming, and then we're like, I think maybe we could do that. So as a job, instead of what we were doing. The pandemic kind of kicked off in between that time, so I started working from home full time, and we're like, let's just go. So Pierree quit her job, and we sold our house. So I quit my job in June of 2024, and then I got diagnosed in March of 25. So the whole first year of growing that we're supposed to be full-time, kicking ass and selling and rocking it out, I'm like running back and forth to northern Kentucky. I had surgery, like all the radiation. It's just a whole mess, but we still managed to do so much this year in light of all of that. I mean, it was definitely not what we had planned. So, we're supposed to be growing flowers and taking them to KFM, the Kentucky Flower Market in Frankfurt. That was the whole plan. And then maybe selling some stuff in Cincinnati. And then it just side railed everything. It was just so disruptive. It was just horrible. And then radiation was from end of July through most the end of August. And then the whole peak growing season was just we still sold some stuff. Yeah. And we grew a lot of stuff because felt like I didn't know what was going to happen. So I felt like this crazy urgency to plant as much stuff as we have to plant as much. What if I die? This is it? This could be the last year. And I mean, it's out. I guess I have the good kind, but they all freaking suck. So there is no good kind, no easy breast cancer. There's really horrible, but even the good kind sucked. So, but we had so much support through the whole thing from people we have a really great community. A bunch of communities, it almost feels like.
Yeah,
really
KFM, their
neighbors,
Appreciate all the, every customer, every person that bought something from us to help keep our little farm going another year. So, and even, and all the grants too, the pollinator patch grant, and then we got a grant for this beautiful greenhouse here through Rafi. And so we're next year it's gonna be booming, because we're gonna be ready.
So we got through it. Crazy.
You can't leave me hanging like that. Cancer.
So I'm okay, I guess. I mean, it's gone.
So you didn't say we need to stop, we need to quit, and I need to retreat?
No. It was like all I could do.
Like never at one point.
No. I mean, I just was devastated that you finally like get to this point where you're doing something that you really freaking love so much, and that I felt like it was all going to get taken away from me, and that was like the worst of it, like the most gutting feeling ever.